What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, and Freddie Roach. According to Freddie Roach states that Tyson Fury asked me to help him prepare for the Wilder Trilogy. Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach has revealed that the WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury wants him to work his corner for the upcoming Trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder. Roach was present in Fury's corner in December of 2018 when Fury fought Wilder to a controversial 12-round split decision draw in their first encounter. At that time, Fury's corner was handled by Ben Davison. In the aftermath, of course, we know some words were exchanged between Davison and Roach regarding the fight strategy and in-corner instructions given to Fury. Before the rematch with Wilder in February of 2020, Fury parted ways with Davison and hired a new trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, who led Gypsy King to 7-round stoppage over Wilder. Fury has no plans to replace Stewart, but seems to be interested in beefing up his team. Former middleweight champion Andy Lee is also a part of Fury's training team. The Trilogy with Wilder is now scheduled to take place October 9th at the T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. Roach recently ran into Fury in Las Vegas, with the unbeaten boxer expressing his interest in once again working together. Wow. Okay. I'm going to stop there. Let me counterpunch. I feel that Tyson Fury is bringing everybody into his camp that he feels that will help him. I think that he needs people that show him, or he needs the experience with people that can get him the victory. Well, the only problem is, if he asked Freddie Roach to join his team, that meant that he wouldn't have been there if that fight would have happened this upcoming weekend. Okay? He asked Freddie Roach to come along, and this fight just screams more time needed. I wasn't ready. Okay? More preparation time is definitely desired, and I think that's the reason for this fight, or one of the reasons for this postponement of this fight. I feel that Freddie Roach had a good game plan. He wanted Tyson Fury to take it to Deontay Wilder. And Ben Davison thought otherwise. That's why, of course, they had their, war of words because of the strategy. That's why eventually Ben Davison had to go, okay, because Ben Davison didn't believe in the strategy that they were trying to show Tyson Fury or teach Tyson Fury, because it seemed like a foreign concept for someone big and tall like that, that's not known for punching power, that's known for boxing and moving and dancing on his feet. And he left. And Freddie Roach thought opposite. He thought that he should be more aggressive. He thought that he should have took it to him. And in times he was right, because when Fury did go down in the 9th and the 12th, and he got back up and he rallied and he knew it was fight or flight, he fought, and he was effective doing so. So I think that was the right strategy. Now, the question you ask yourself is, why bring Freddie Roach on when you already have Javon Sugar Hill? Because they believe, he has the crunk style behind him. He has the aggressive Mack truck, I'm going to run right over you style behind him, and that mentality, in his dome, thinking of what he wants to do to execute a victory. So what do you need Freddie Roach for? I guess the more the merrier, but at the end of the day, why bring Freddie Roach along when you already have Javon Sugar Hill? I know I just read, as you guys just heard, that he's not replacing Javon Sugar Hill. But my counterpunch to that is, you got a guy like Javon Sugar Hill. He is a head trainer. You got a guy like Freddie Roach, he is a head trainer. Both guys, Freddie Roach is by far, a very dedicated and decorated trainer. I think what happened between him and Ben Davison was because he was so accustomed to being that primary head decorated trainer to the point where he wasn't used to sitting or taking a back seat. See, he's supposed to have been a labeled cut man or whatever, corner man. He wasn't that. Freddie Roach don't know how to do anything but what he does, trains. Okay? So if he was telling Ben Davison something, Ben Davison was probably telling him, no, we're going to do this way because I'm the head trainer. And I think that's how they ended up bumping heads a lot of times, because Freddie Roach forgot what he got hired for. But in his mind, he was like, look, no, I think it should go like this. And it don't matter what the hell my title is. What matters is what works. And what works in this fight is we should be more aggressive. And Ben Davison thought otherwise. Okay, saying all that to say this, in this situation, what makes us think that won't happen with Javon Sugar Hill and Freddie Roach? Counterpunch. Do you think Javon Sugar Hill is going to want or will allow Freddie Roach to come in and step on his territory? Think about it. That may be a problem, because it seems to me like he's trying to bring too many chiefs. Okay, he's trying to bring too many chiefs and not enough Indians. I'm sorry. I mean, I think that is like they have the same similar strategy, but a lot of times people could be saying the same things, but it matters on how and who gets heard first, and it could be very confusing. Okay, and I've seen corners where you have too much or too many people that's interfering, and that's either confusing the fighter or distracting the fighter. You know what I mean? So if you're listening to all these people at one time, it may be confusing, especially if they're saying different stuff. Okay, so I don't like the idea. However, it depends on what Tyson Fury wants. Obviously, he asked for it for a reason. So, he looks at it like it worked the first time. Why not this time? Okay, but like, how successfully did it work the first time? You know what I mean? So I don't know if that is the best idea, to have two quote unquote head trainers in your corner, because they could always end up squabbling and messing it up and all that. And I don't think he really needs that. And like a lot of spectators, a lot of naysayers, a lot of haters will say, well, hey, why are you asking for Tyson Fury if you did that work so easy the second time? And they would ask that question, and then they have ground to ask that question. Because if you want to go back to the first beginning, you want a full circle now, but the second was so good, why? Do you unless they think it was a fluke, or like everyone thought, or a lot of those people on that side of the street thought he was cheating. Okay, so a lot of those things will come up, especially when people read this article. They will read it the way they think about Tyson Fury himself. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury asking Freddie Roach to come back on board to help him prepare for the Trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder. And it also shows you that he's not taking Deontay Wilder lightly. So is he going to run over Deontay Wilder with that Mack truck just as easy as he thinks he's going to, when he keeps asking for more help to help someone hit that clutch into sixth gear to move that truck forward? So that's the question you ask yourself. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.